Howdy, Possum Patty here, and I'm just thinking about journals and I'm working on making journals. I just cut the spine out of a piece of cardboard for my December daily, which is in the shape of a caravan. In the US, we usually call them campers. But in other parts of the world, they call them caravans. So this is my Christmas caravan. And I forgot to cut the spine when I was working on my journals yesterday. So now I have my spine. So I'm working on that. And I have a lot of things here that I want to put into journals. So I started working on a page in my Nutty Journal. And I've got my November friendship journal over there. So there's a lot going on. And I can't keep my eyes on Stanley all the time. And man, he's been having adventures everywhere. Today he's Pirate Stanley. Peg leg Pirate Stanley. And he's got something special to share with you. So come on along. So I was gifted this nutty peanut possum patty. Look at the beautiful braids and the sparkly gray glasses and the coveralls. Peanuts on the back. And this was made especially for me by Michelle Dykes for my Nutty Journal. And I want to get her in there right away. So this is my Nutty. It's a true junk journal. It is made out of a box, Planters peanut box. Little packages of peanuts came in this. And the inside are gluten-free cookies and Drake's Ringdings. And the pages are all made from trash. This is label from scrapbooking paper. And there's packing paper. And this is a page from a Braille book. And there's envelopes, and this looks like a coloring book, an old coloring book page or something. Packaging. There's wallpaper in here. Here's a piece of wallpaper. Envelopes, a set of envelopes there. Coloring page. Yeah, so all we need is a little home for Peanut Possum Patty. And I want to pop her in here. So what I do in my Nutty Journal is I pop nuts in here. Nutty friends, nutty family. And so here we have Dolores J. Rush on the first page. And her face is all distorted because you can use an app on your phone, LOL Booth or something, to distort your face, make it all funny. So she was doing these funny dolls, and I wanted to put that in there. And here's a picture of my sister and Carol in California. And Heather in Kentucky with her little puppy there. I might have to print this out again because a couple of sheets of paper in my Canon printer, I have this little printer, only a couple of sheets towards the end have this blue line in them. A little bit of a defect, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. And then back here we have our Linda D. from Linda's Mixed Up Mess. Yes, we miss our Linda, but she's always here in the Nutty, peeking out over the top of the pages. So I need to make a little home, and I was gifted this envelope that has nuts at the top and the sweet little bear with cookies, and isn't that appropriate because this whole box is nuts and cookies. I said, this has got to go in here. So I want to put this in. I could probably just glue this envelope down. I did go look for some scraps of yellow paper in case I needed it, but I might not because I think that might be it. Let's see, but I need to make, or I could put this here and then cut this out and make a little pocket and cut the nuts out, make a border at the top. Where's my little nut? Where's my little nut? Let's see if she'd fit in there. Oh yes, look at that, that's perfect. Oh my goodness, all right. But what I don't like is this white spot here. So I found another piece of paper and I figured I can put that there. Well, that really brightens up this page. And then I'll work on that. Okay, so what do I need to do? All right, this looks like it's a little bit bigger, but I'm going to leave it. It's good, it's good. Yeah, so I was looking for some scraps. I'm trying to be so good with my scraps. It's a challenge I'm giving myself. And I want to do a page with Angie's Happy Mail, and she sent me a pineapple, and I was looking for a piece of pineapple paper. And I found that. While I was looking for a paper with pineapple on it, I just knew I had one somewhere. I found a whole bag of scraps. Another bag of scraps. And so I sat here and I tried to fit some into my little scrap boxes over there. I showed you in the last video. Okay, folks, where's the glue? Where's the glue? Where's the glue? I think it's almost time to clean off the desk again. Just get a little organized. Just get it a little organized. I got a whole rock collection going on here. Got these beautiful crystals. But I keep banging into them. So I need to push them up a little bit. Now the yellow stripes is a light cardstock, but the yellow polka dot is just paper. So I don't think I need any tacky glue on there. All right, now let's see what I need to do. I'm going to put a piece of paper there. And I know, see, I do this every time. I make painty papers for my journals and then I cover them up. But that's okay. It's a process. It's a process. I might put a little tacky glue on this one. I don't know how this wallpaper is going to stick down. See if I can get enough down here. I'm just loving how this little bit of yellow at the bottom of the page just brightens this whole spread up. But I'm not using that side, I'm using this side. Oop, big blob of glue there. Okie dokie, let's see. Now if I do this carefully, I can save what's on the back. So we took Stanley on some adventures, and I need to do a lot of journaling about those. But one place we went to was like an old sea captain's house, and then down to an old lighthouse. And Mr. Possum's been talking about this for the last year or so, that he wanted to go around and visit all the lighthouses along the coast. And that I should make a journal about our visit to all these lighthouses. And then I was saving a box. See, these I had bought as snacks to take to the beach. And when I bought this, I also bought a box with, you know, the little bags of potato chips in it. And that box has a lighthouse on it. So I saved that potato chip box along with this peanut box thinking that, well, someday when we get to these lighthouses, I will make a journal out of it. Of course, that was like, you know, a while ago, and I got to remember where that is. But the story goes that I was watching TV with Mr. Possum, and he had it on YouTube, and he was flipping through, and I saw Kristina at Kristina's Shack. You know, the thumbnails, and she was doing a Lighthouse Journal. And I yelled, Mr. Possum, stop, 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 go back, go back, go back. Gotta look at Kristina's, gotta look at Kristina's video. And he's like, what? I said, she's making a Lighthouse Journal. And he's like, oh no, you wanted to make a Lighthouse Journal. Of course, it was his idea. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, she beat you to it. I said, well, this is really funny because I'm in the middle of making this caravan journal, and the inspiration for this came from Kristina at Kristina's Shack, because she made one and her friend made one. A couple of other people, I think, made them too. And I had gone out and bought that at the Dollar Tree, and I thought I was going to use it next summer, but then I decided to use it for Christmas. So anyway, so I'm working on that. I'm working on that, and we're out visiting lighthouses, and then I flip through and I see that Kristina is doing a Lighthouse Journal. So I'm like, oh, I said, that is just too funny, too funny. And she's talking in her video that she had been saving lighthouse things. Oh, she has a beautiful book about lighthouses. I should link that video below. Hope I remember to. And she was watching somebody else, and they and they had made a Lighthouse Journal, and that got her inspired to get going on hers. And she showed a little clip of going out to the lighthouse. So I left her a little note to tell her, like, oh, I was going to do that. It's so funny. Small world, isn't it? Oh, isn't that adorable? Oh, this page is so cute. This page is so cute. And then little Miss Patty Peanut's going to live right there. Let's see. We're going to be able to see this little guy here. I could put him over this way a little bit. Okay, let me get this glued on. Now I wonder, these are some of the scraps I just found. If I just start putting a little scrap of paper onto everything I make, that I'll start using up some of those scraps. So I want to put the little note she sent. I put her name on there. And I was thinking about just putting something across the top of it like that. And I kind of like this. The flower shape reminds me of this cookie shape. I do have flowers. I love the orange, though. The orange really goes nicely with the colors on the page. I could make a tab. Ooh, I can make a tab with that one. Green, no. This one's pretty. Might go with this orange one. I've got a big blob of orange right there. So I can cut this. Oh, it's already folded. Oh, that's convenient. It's already folded. And this, I believe, was paper that Heather C. gifted me a long time ago that I'm still using. And I'm terrible about remembering everything. I'm so sorry. If you see something that you gifted me, please just shout out. Shout out in the comments below. Hey, I gifted you that. So I could thank you in the comments because I don't remember anything. Now, how am I going to attach that? Do I want to sew it? Do I want to glue it? I'm waiting for this pocket glue to dry so I can put my peanut right in there. So maybe I'll just go over to the sewing machine and give this a quick stitch. So I got a little tab on the top there. I'm loving how that orange looks with all the little bits of orange on the page. I think that pocket is dry enough now. And I'm just going to slip little peanut possum Patty right in there. Ah, isn't that sweet? Love it, love it. I have a pocket over here too. Put something there and put something over here. Yeah, I gotta get some more nuts into my Nutty Journal. Makes me laugh. I love journals that make me laugh, make me chuckle, put a smile on my face. All right, now, moving on to Flat Stanley, or should I say Peg Leg Stanley. So this is the story of Peg Leg Stanley's pirate adventure. Let's start with the journal. This is just an old journal that I bought at the flea market, and it is my dirt road diary. If you're a possum peep, you'll recognize this right away. It is a learning journal. I live on a dirt road, hence dirt road diary. And I've been walking up and down the road and finding all kinds of rocks. And I bring the rocks in the house. Yeah, I got a lot of rocks in the house right now. And I try to learn a little bit about each one. And then do a really fun learning page about what I learned about the different rocks. And I was only going to put the rocks that I find along the road in here, but I believe I'm going to expand this to include things that other people send me, because I now have a big collection of friendship rocks. And this is one of them, right there. And this is another one. This is going in the journal pretty soon. This is from Puerto Rico. And I've got a couple here that I found on the road. Look at this amazing rock. It almost looks like a heart, but I love the way it's split right there. Now this is a wishing rock, and usually wishing rocks have a white line that goes all the way around them. But this one has a green band that goes all the way around. And I've never seen a wishing rock with a green band all the way around it. It's amazing. That's why you keep hearing me hit these rocks, and that's where that noise is coming from. I'm going to move them back a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to include things that people send me. And if I run out of room in this, I'll just start another Dirt Road Diary 2, right? So Heather C. sent me this cartoon. You have enough rocks, but I don't have these rocks. And I took a picture of the rocks that I've been collecting here. So I put that in there. And then, let's see, what else do I have? Now, these are all ones I found. Oh, I gotta glue this down. And then Carol sent me, Carol from Crinkle Path. You saw her in the Nutty. She sent me this picture. Molly Montgomery collects natural, unedited rocks on a beach, creating an alphabet that took years. So it took her years to collect uppercase, lowercase, every letter of the alphabet in a rock with a natural quartz vein. And so I wanted to put this in here, but I was walking up and down the road and I found this rock that had, it looked like a V, almost like a U, but I'm going to call it a V in it. So I made a page with that. So this is a combination of something Carol sent me with a rock that I found on the road. So doesn't Stanley, Peg Leg Stanley, sail his pirate ship, built by Mr. Possum, sailed his pirate ship up and down. It's a magical pirate ship, you know. He can sail it anywhere he wants to, just like he can travel in his TARDIS. Up and down the road, and doesn't he find X marks the spot. Look at that. The perfect pirate X on the stone. So now he thinks that there's buried treasure out there on that road. So I hope he doesn't get a backhoe and start digging up the road, because the road does belong to the township. So I just have to make a page in my journal, because I just did this V not that long ago, October, last month, and now I have an X, a pirate X. X marks the spot. So I have to do a pirate page here, and I'm going to do a Puerto Rico page and a picture of this over here. So I've got 2 pages to do in this journal. Okay, I went digging through the stash, and this is some special paper I got at the, say it with me, flea market. And it was getting towards the end of the season, and the guy was just anxious to get rid of this tub of paper, so I'm just picking out paper, and I'm like, when would I ever use pirate paper? I'm telling you, you never know. You never know what's going to happen in life, and, you know, someday you just might need some pirate paper. But look at this. X marks the spot. Is this not perfect or what? Look at the X on the rock, and look at the X on the island there. It's perfect. It is perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh, I can't believe it. And I do have a smaller piece here, and that also has Treasure Island there. And I'm looking at this, and I want to cut out a parrot. Stanley needs a parrot and a treasure chest. And he needs an ARG. An ARG. I wonder why the ARG isn't in glitter. Oh, here's one in glitter. Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. All right. Gotta get cutting out here. Gotta get cutting out. So I'm going to cut this page so that I can fit this island with the X on it. And then I'm going to put Flat Stanley in the picture. Oh, should I put a picture of him with the pirate ship? Oh, stand by. All right, now the question is, can I get this all on here? He's got his pirate and his treasure chest. X marks the spot. And we've got Stanley in the pirate ship there. And then I've got a little space to journal right there. Okay, let's see if I can get this all glued down. Yeah, so Stanley's pirate ship is pretty magical. It does not need water. No, he can sail it anywhere. Anywhere he wants to go. Oops. Like the TARDIS. He's all excited, looking forward to lighthouse adventures and pirate ship adventures. Let me see if I can get this glued down. A little bit crooked at the bottom, but that's okay. It's Possum perfect. We don't worry about imperfections when we're journaling. No, we don't. Gotta make sure we've got room for everything. All right, so this will go on first. And this has a sticky back, so this is easy. That's got to go right up there. Yeah, so last winter, Mr. Possum was all into building boats. And believe it or not, those boats are made out of paper. like cardstock, poster board paper. You know, you go to Dollar Tree and you get those big white sheets of poster board paper. That's what they're made out of, basically. They're only made out of paper, so, you know, they can't go in the water. But that's okay. They're just magical. Arg. Arg. So little by little, I'll get this glued down. Don't lose the pieces. So every journal page you do, no matter whether it's perfect or imperfect, is 1,000 times better than the journal page you never got done. And that's how I look at it. Put his little bird. I'm going to use tacky glue on the bird because it's a little bit heavier cardstock. Put him on his shoulder, like there maybe. I'm laughing because, you know, TT loves to sit on my shoulder. Now Stanley's got a pirate parrot. I'm going to put the treasure chest at his feet. And then I'm going to do my journaling. I can't believe Stanley found the perfect X marks the spot out on the dirt road. But you never know what you're going to find. Okay, I'm just doodling down here. I went to journal up there. And I decided to outline his leg, his peg leg a little bit with a black pen. And then I started doodling. It's fun to do mark making on your journal page. Don't be afraid to do it. Because it looked like he was just standing in the middle of nowhere there, just floating on the page. I wanted to ground him down here because you've got all the boats sailing up there. That's supposed to look like sand. Okay, and give that a second to dry, and then I'll do my journaling. November 16th, 2023. X marks the spot. Arg. Stanley and the pirate ship. The rock with the X on it. Beautiful, isn't it? Peg leg Stanley with his pirate parrot and his treasure chest. That was super, super fun. This is making me smile. That's what it's all about. And next up, I'm going to go back and I'm going to work on that caravan in a minute. But while I have this out, I found this paper with the airplanes, and I thought that might be perfect for a trip to Puerto Rico for this beautiful slate rock. Gorgeous, gorgeous.